Well, hello and happy Monday to all of my amazing Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Happy holidays to each one of my Taurians. Hopefully you all are having a great day today, or at least you're going to make it a great day today. Hopefully that's your intention. Let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my, cards trying to flip out the deck. For my amazing Taurians as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where my Taurians need to take action. Taurus, we're going to be talking about the number 5 and how to remove blockages. A lot of people always want to know, how do I remove blockages? How come this stuff isn't happening? What, right? Whew, I already see it coming out the deck. You got to get focused. You got to get as far away from things that's removing your blockages as possible. Because what is a blockage? A blockage is an obstruction in which makes movement or flow difficult or impossible. You got to get laser focused. What is it that you want your life to look like, Taurus? I need you all to write it down, because there's plenty of messages that are coming through while you all are asleep. Plenty of messages that are coming through. So once you have a dream, because somebody's going to say, well, I still don't understand that. Once you have a dream, if you remember anything in your dream, Taurus, I don't care if you remember a patch of grass, that the sun was shining, that the wind was blowing, that you were cold, that you were hot, you remember somebody's voice, you see a shack, you see debris on the road, whatever you remember, get up and write it down. Whatever you remember. Don't get frustrated that you may not have remembered the entire dream, but whatever you remember, get up and write it down, because it all has significance to it. You're at a higher frequency now. So from a higher frequency, you're going to see things a lot differently, whereas you may not have remembered having a dream. You know how some people get up and they're like, I haven't had a dream in years. You may have a dream, but as again, ease into it slowly, because God is trying to send messages through to you, so you got to get laser focused. Like, you really, really got to get laser focused. Like, okay, something is trying to come through to me. And it is you balancing out your daily affairs and your gifts. A lot of you all are spiritually gifted, but if you were raised in a religious household and somebody told you, oh, don't believe in that stuff is devil worship and witchcraft and all of this other stuff, listen. Messages are trying to come through. That's why I want you all to start writing it down, because that's what's coming through, and it's also attached to your money. Your spiritual gifts are attached to your money. And I see a lot of you all being victorious at that. I'm very victorious at it, because you are easing into it. I see a lot of you all starting to buy books and start to really, really try to connect with your spirit, right? Because your spirit was here long before your physical body was here. And religion is man-made. Man-made. God breathed, but still man-made. A lot of rules, a lot of this and that going on. But a lot of you all come from very spiritual backgrounds where people practice other forms of spirituality, right? And so somewhere along the way, something got blocked for somebody, and there was some kind of an obstruction, some kind of, hindrance or impediment, because that's other word. Those are other words for blockages. And so it's almost like it was making you sick to your stomach, to just kind of, causing you like, what I'm getting for somebody is that somebody grew up in such a religious household. It's almost like that aided in you being fixated on certain things emotionally, right? Just emotionally, you just could not move past it. Like, somebody is still thinking about somebody from their past, right? Even though physically you won't go back, but the depth of the emotion attached to it causes you to think about that person, right? But I do see you sailing away from that emotion, like the depth of that emotion, maybe feeling a little disappointed that, okay, I thought I was going to see some things happen, or I thought something was going to happen with that situation, but I'm going to go ahead and move on. Because I want other things to come across my path, right? I want to still protect my big heart. I don't want to keep talking about that energy. I don't want to talk about the love or the hate or the hurt, or I don't even want to talk about that anymore. And so that's how you're going to remove the blockages that you have, so that you can start to see, so your spiritual gifts become sharper, and so that you'll start to see more money, and how money is also attached to your spiritual gifts, right? Yeah. Your reading is not going to be long at all. The number 5 is about being at a pivotal point. You're at a pivotal point in your life. Do you go back to the way that you were doing things, where you have this depth of emotion where it's actually blocking things? It's actually creating a blockage for you. Or do you sail away from the depth of the emotion and like really, this is where I'm seeing, like, if you want to talk from a religious standpoint, let go and let God take care of the situation. I see that's where a lot of you all are. And I see a lot of you all winning in the workplace, like being in leadership positions where people are really looking up to you and people are really just kind of like you really being on fire, kind of being the first person in your family to do some things in your family, and just kind of being like this like a ram energy, because this is attached to Aries. Someone who is very bold, very creative, very courageous. Somebody who is on fire, this positive energy. It's like, you know what, you're learning how to just kind of let go of the depth of the emotion that you had about a certain thing that was actually keeping you bound in an area, and your energy level is starting to come back because of it. Yeah, let's pull an oracle card here. Again, happy Monday. Happy Monday to each and every one of you all Taurians. Yes. This is how you preserve your big heart. This is how you don't come off as being a person who is high one day, in a high frequency one day and low frequency the next, where people are like, hold on. I thought that person was a really nice person, but they just seem, you know, jealous, and they just seem low vibrating energy. They just seem, you know, very stubborn and drained all the time, almost lazy. They seem possessive. That's how you prevent it. You sail away from certain things when you say, well, you know what, I'm not that other person's God. I'm not their savior. I'm not trying to control them. I got better things to move on to, bigger and better things, like a leadership position I need to apply for. I'm letting my intuition, you know. And so this is where you want to spend some alone time, some serious alone time. You and God. Total clarity, soaking up some sun. I don't know where everyone is. Some people may be in warmer climates. Some people may be in hot climates. But if you can't go to a beach and get out in the sun, then take a spiritual bath or spiritual shower in your own home. If it's cold wherever you are, because I know I have subscribers all over the world. So wherever you are, take a spiritual bath or spiritual shower. Surrender to the divine. See, that's what it is. Surrender to the divine. That's the realization that you're coming into. Not even these oracle cards are by coincidence that I'm pulling here. None of this is by coincidence, right? You want to preserve your heart. You're in a place, you're in a prime position where people are really looking at you as, because a lot of times people will say, why do I keep meeting certain types of people, and why does such and such and such? After a while, somebody's going to look at you, Taurus, and say, why is Taurus always in some drama? Why is it that Taurus is always in such and such? And so some people are already there at surrendering to the divine, where they're going to see it actually is you, not the other person that you may be talking about. They may be looking at you saying, Taurus is trying to come across too squeaky clean. Like, what is it? It's something with them, right? And so you're in a position right now where everything is illuminated in you. So you can't hide from God. And God is really trying to elevate you to the next level. So this is a time where, you know, like some people, this is what I'm saying, Taurus, have you ever seen a person where everybody is like, oh, that person is a bad person. How in the world did they get promoted to that position? This person, I know that person from back in the day, and so on and so forth, right? And you may not understand why they're promoted, because they've always had good in them. But you know how somebody will take a rumor and they'll just light a flame to it, and then it just takes off, right? They didn't see your evolution and the fact that you were learning to surrender to the divine despite all of what you came from, Taurus. And so they won't be able to stop your ascension to higher positions and making more money in your spiritual journey. And it's not even something that's fake or phony for you. This is a real transformation that you went through. And so it won't matter. That's why I said, you're in a position right now where God is exposing everything in you and around you. So this is not something to play with. Blockages are all removed. And so I'm serious, like, you got to sail away from the emotion, the depth of the emotion, because I'm telling you, everything. So let's say, for instance, you like stuck on something. Like you're just, I can't, like this, that thin line between love and hate. It'll be exposed. God is trying to deposit way too much into your life, too many good things into your life, that even if you showed attention. Okay, I'm just going to say this one last thing before we close out this reading. At this place right here, your life is under such a microscope. Let's say you were the president of a nation, right? Everything you do is on display. So this is where you can't hide from who you really, really are. If you're really, really a good, high vibrating Taurus, all of it is going to show. If you're a Taurus that just is moved by emotions, like the depth of the emotion, you just can't let something go, that's going to show as well. Like everything is going to show. So this is what I have for you. Blockages have been removed. God is like clearing the path for you. You just got to stay focused. Like you have to be very careful about what you do, what you say, because everything is being exposed. Because God is trying to elevate you. The only person that would block this would be you. That's it. And the emotions have a huge part to do with it. That is what I have for you, Taurus. Again, have a happy Monday. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.